I love you. Oh, sorry. A test message to my beloved one for the most important thing in the world. Who that is? No, that's not the point here. The question is, how does it work to, on the one hand, write something like that or to receive something like that? If you want to know, stay with me. So, this has been a simple, let's say, text message. Easy to comprehend that it's fast, it's small, and due to that fast probably. But I could also send like a movie, yeah, in HD quality, or in 4K, or in 8K. And despite of this certainly large volume of data, it will be transferred pretty fast to my beloved one in order to send her my latest video whatsoever. How does that work? And what does it take to get it realized? Nowadays, such large data volumes and speed matters a lot. If you're not speeding up or keeping up with the speed which is necessary, you're basically lost in economy. And what does it take to achieve that? So first, it takes this piece of equipment here, which is a highly scientific piece of equipment. Certainly it's widely used by everybody more or less, but what does it consist of? Certainly transistors, semiconductor chips, etc., etc. Where does this information go then? Certainly to a router, then to a server, to a data center, and from there distributed to my beloved one. But all it takes in every step are microchips, basically. So the question is, this increasing need of microchips, how can we achieve that? How can this, let's say, thirst of the industry be solved? And to do that, we certainly need plans for microprocessor manufacturing, so-called semiconductor fabs. And a semiconductor fab is certainly a very, very large operating facility. When you take a look at, let's say, up-to-date or state-of-the-art semiconductor fabs, it's changed a lot from, let's say, within the last 20 years to nowadays. So what is happening in a semiconductor fab? Usually operations of wafers, of different kinds of operation that create the necessary structures on there. But what does it take to set up such a fab? First, the, let's say, footprint of a fab is roughly 200,000 to 300,000 square meters. So in average, I would say roughly 30 football fields. Yeah? The stock levels, the different ones, will sum up to roughly 1 million square meters of operating area. The clean room in which everything would need to take place for the different tools that you set up there is roughly 150,000 square meters, so extremely big. I was talking about tools, but what is a tool? A tool is something that is actually creating the different structures on these chips that I've been talking about. And this all needs to happen in a very, very clean environment. The question is certainly why, but just relax, I will get to that point. The question is also, what does it actually take to set up such a semiconductor fab? Usually the amount of workers is incredibly high. Roughly 7,000–8,000 workers are very, very busy for a period of roughly 2 years in order to erect that. And what does it cost? Well, That's difficult. It certainly depends on the type of semiconductor fab, but an up-to-date semiconductor fab, state of the art, is in between, I would say, 5 to 8 billion US dollars. That's an incredibly high amount. And even though it's all very efficient, the daily operation costs of a semiconductor fab is roughly 1 million US dollar. So you can see by these high numbers that efficiency and production efficiency is key in order to keep up with the costs here. Question is, what does actually happen in such a fab? Usually you take wafers, you structurize them, you do photolithography on it, you do etching, etc., etc. So multiple processes in there. But if you would like to learn more about it, then stay tuned, stay healthy, and you're certainly welcome to visit and listen to one of our next video FAQs. Thanks a lot for your attention. Bye-bye.